Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is 8 o'clock, Monday the 31st of October 2022. Happy Halloween. It is 75 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Jacksonville, Florida. Humidity is at 86%, 24 degrees Celsius. Just came from my daughter's house. We went out to dinner this evening and then out for ice cream. And yeah, I'm gonna try to make my way back home now. See, I think I can get across the main road here. If that's what I want to do. Try to figure out the best way to get home. Actually, the best way doesn't have a whole lot to do with it. Best way to get home and give me enough time to yakety yak. So, we'll go this way. That window up. Oh. So anyhow, yeah, we headed out to do dinner, and my son-in-law had a place in mind, and they weren't open tonight for whatever reason. We looked on their board that said they were supposed to be open, but they weren't. It's possible that they are closed. That happens more and more frequently now. So there was another spot in the area that he was contemplating, but we got there and it was a little tiny hole in the wall, and there wasn't any real parking. So we ended up in another spot that he's been meaning to try, or so he says, and it was okay. And okay, considering the prices. Okay is not okay. You know, like the food was tasty enough. It was the service was good. Everything was cooked properly, but again, for the price, okay is not where you're shooting for. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like driving a BMW off the showroom floor and saying, well, it rides okay. No, it better ride great. It better drive great. You know, there better not be a whole lot of problems, if any, going on. So anyhow, it was okay. Doubt we'll go back there again. Then we went from there. We went to I'm not sure if they're local or if they're a chain, but it's a small ice cream place. It serves really good, rich ice cream. So I had an apple pie crunch, caramel apple pie crunch, something like that. It was good. It was really good. It was really sweet. Really don't put a traffic light in here now? Ugh. There's a traffic light here and there's another one just up ahead. And one just behind us. So that's like 3 traffic lights in a quarter mile. There's got to be something being changed. That can't be right. Anyway. So let's see what else is going on. I had dinner last night at the son's house with the granddaughters and whatnot. That was decent. I thought I did a video on the meal, but I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. Actually, I did 2 videos, and I don't know what happened to it. My daughter-in-law made a Fritos pie casserole, and it was tasty. It was just like a ground beef with a barbecue sauce, and then crushed up corn chips on top of it. I don't know what else was in it, but it was tasty enough. It needed something. But she was going off of a recipe, so she was the one that said it first off. It's lacking something, so. As a Frito pie, I mean, a Frito pie is just Fritos corn chips and chili, or Fritos corn chips and a meat sauce. So, as a casserole, it worked for that. You know, she had some cheese on top of it and some other little, like onions and peppers and stuff. But, as a casserole, it needed something. It needed something more filling. And that's what we were trying to figure out last night, whether it be just a sour cream, like onion dip and sour cream, or a cream cheese, the seasoning on it, or what is that? Tahini, or not tahini, tajini. It's kind of like a Mexican spice that goes on a lot of stuff. So we're doing like taco seasoning in the cream cheese or sour cream, and then a little easier on the seasoning on the ground beef. So we had a couple of ideas, but the whole casserole dish disappeared. I had 2 huge helpings of it. So it's not like it was not good. It's just it could be better. So that's how you learn those things. That's how you figure them out. You know, that's kind of like what I do. I see these things, and it's like, that sounds interesting, but I think it's going to need something else, or I will try it the way it's written and go, this really needs this, or this really needs that, or this would be a lot better if I took this basic idea and totally changed it. So I've got a couple of those, like one that I did not too long ago at Pandemonium Palace with the chicken. That was supposed to be with ground beef, and there were a couple other things that were in the original recipe that I was like, no, not going to use that. We'll go this way, and it turned out really good. So anyhow, a strange noise. I don't know if that's my car or what. Hopefully it's not my car. Anyhow. What else? Really not a whole lot. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I need to get to the store. And I went to do an art project the other night. Went into my spray paint cabinet and didn't have what I was looking for. So I thought I had white paint. All that I have is white peel and stick, or white vinyl spray type stuff. You spray it on, it peels off, and that's not what I want. So I need to get to the store, get some white spray paint, couple other colors that I looked for and either didn't have any or was very low on and didn't realize. So, yeah. Along with other stuff, we'll see. See what I find. But and then, of course, knowing me, I'll go buy the materials, and it'll be 2 months before I actually get around to doing the project. It's just par for me, par for the way I do things, or par for the way I am, whatever. I know I was puttering around in the kitchen the other day, and I came across 2 bags. Now, when I've got these open shelves that have like kind of hooks on the top of them, so I'll come in with stuff from like Dollar Tree or even Walmart, Winn-Dixie, and if it's like snacks, cookies or crackers or whatever, and I'll just leave them in the bag and hang them up on those hooks. Well, I also put other stuff up on those hooks without like thinking about it. Like when you carry in a whole bunch of stuff, it's like, well, I'm going to put these up here. I'll get to them later, and then later it doesn't happen because you moved on to something else. So as I was going through that the other day and sorting out and seeing exactly what I actually had in those bags, I came across like 3 different bags that had arts or craft supplies in them. It's like, that's why I couldn't find those in my art box, because they never made it out of the bag. So, anyway. I mean, I know that about me. I know that I do these type things. I can't say that, I wouldn't like to change it, but it's not easy to change something something like that. So, it's not really, I don't know if it's being forgetful as much as it is being ADHD, or just, my mind goes from one thing to another to another. So, anyway, think about one thing after another, going to another. I really need to do a load of wash. But I took all those art supplies, pulled out my art supply box, and it's sitting on top of my washer. So now I need to go get the washer, or get the art supplies off the top of the washer, get them put back on the shelf where they belong, and then I can use my washer for its intended purpose. So, this guy's following me in here. Anyway. It's one of those things, you never know what's going to spark another idea or another interest, or, you start talking about one thing and it leads you to another, and then that leads you to another altogether. It is what it is. But let's see. This guy's following right behind me. I'm going to go ahead and I've got time to back into my yard. I think I was going to pull over and let them go around, but they're far enough behind me, I think. Yeah. We got it. There we go, nice and dark. And I see 3 sets of eyes back there in my taillights. Let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.